SAFA, South Africa, they pay their Bafana players 60,000 South African rands for a win, 30,000 South African rands for a draw. Now, I'm going somewhere. Just follow me in this video. I'm going somewhere. Now, that 60,000 South African rands is about 5 point something million in naira. That is about 3.4 over 3.4 thousand US dollars. Now, the draw, whenever they draw a match, 30,000 US dollars, 30,000 South African rands, then that is over 2.5 million naira in naira and over 1.7 thousand US dollars. Now, we'll come to the Super Eagles of Nigeria as they are preparing for World Cup. I'm taking you somewhere. NFF, before the Nations Cup 2023, they agreed with the Super Eagles that each match they win, they are going to get 5,000 US dollars for that match. Then a draw is going to be 2,500 US dollars. Now, compared to the South Africans, 60,000 South African rands to 5,000 US dollar for a match, for a win in Nigeria, and that 60,000 South African rands about over 3.4 thousand US dollars, not up to $5,000. But I'm taking you somewhere. Now, converting the Nigerian ratio, 5,000 US dollars in rands is about 85,000 rands, over 85,000 rands. Then over 7.3 million naira. Now, 2,500 US dollar for a draw is about 42.9 thousand South African rands. Then over 3.6 thousand US, over 3.6 million naira. Sorry. Now, the daily allowance in Super Eagles, daily allowance is about 200 US dollars. If you report to camp, that is over $200, which is in naira is about 290 something thousand naira, you know. And then in rands, it's about 3.4 thousand South African rand. That is per day. So if you stay in camp for 5 days, 6 days before the end of the 2 days qualifying matches, you calculate the money. Now, the issues of the national teams in Africa not paying their players, I wonder why. Although I've not really heard about such with South Africa, the only latest news I had was about the Bayana, which is the female national team in Morocco. They refused to train because the South African Federation refused to pay them. So, on which they came out publicly to say, they said then that they were having some kind of issues, you know, and then the money they got about over 5 million rands have been reduced from their coffers, you know. But the Super Eagles aspect now, it will be released a video about a few days ago, a few hours ago, let me put it like that, and that video trended because of the hotel he was staying, and people feel like this is not a classy hotel for the Super Eagles. Normally, this money that they pay the Super Eagles for the big boys like Osimhen, Lookman, they earn more than this. They are not coming for this money. But there have been a case for over 2 years now that this allegedly some players in the camp have spoken to 1 or 2 people that their bonuses have not been paid. And now, looking at it in that aspect, going to this match, World Cup qualifiers now, they came up with another pattern to negotiate with the Super Eagles, according to my source, allegedly, that they are going to get $1,000 flat when the World Cup qualifier was on, then 200 US dollars per day allowance. Now, that 1,000 US dollars is both whether they win, they draw, they lose. As far as you are invited for the game, for the Super Eagles game, and you play, you are going to earn 1,000 US, then $200 for the allowance per day. Now, if you need to pay, if you have to promise guys this amount of money, you pay them. If you can't pay them, why not reduce the money? Why not reduce it to the level or to the length that you can pay? Because they are not forcing you to promise $100 million. Look at the money that the president promised the Super Falcons. Up till now, according to my own source, I have not seen any news where the money have been paid. I have not confirmed yet. Maybe they have paid money. I don't know. But for me, they have not paid the money because I have not seen the news yet. Now, these issues mentally, even if these guys are so rich, these players are so rich, but whenever you promise them money, this is their job. They still, from this way, they still generate their income, their money. Why not pay them this money? Are you going to say the government did not release the fund? Are you going to say the sponsor did not release the fund? Why is it that African teams are used to not paying their players? money, bonuses, allowances. At least South Africa have been doing far better because we hardly hear something like that. But in Super Eagles in Cameroon, recently or so, the coach in Cameroon resigned about 2-3 years now because of challenges like this. What is the main problem? This is why African football has been dying gradually, and because of this now, this is affecting our the Nigerian football. The integrity of Nigerian football is going down. Why? Ask me how. Now, a person like Patrick Musepe is the CAF president now because he has a very good reputation, because it's not there because of the money. For now, we can see what he's been doing. But now, all these Nigerian NFF chairman and NFF board, if any of them want to contest for this position, with all these stories we have been hearing about not pay, salary not being paid and so many issues, do you think, or don't you know that these are the things that can play a very big role against them in getting this position? That is why Nigeria get cheated, or Nigeria don't get those positions they deserve in Africa or world football. Thank you.